Have you ever wondered what would happen if Victor Wembanyama fought against Drake? An alien versus a predator? Well, we got to find that out back in 2004. A group of scientists head into space. They was expecting to see Planet 51 aliens. Nah, no hospitality here for you, gang. The xenomorph is waking up to straight eat brains and murder everything in sight. Use all of y'all's bones as toothpicks. Coming here was almost certain death. You had a better chance surviving a day in the invincible world. At least there, maybe you get lucky and you get caught up in an episode where Mark actually wins his one fight per season. On top of it, they done split the group up. Some are inside and some are outside. We are in a dangerous area, so let's make it easier for all of us to die individually. The dude outside starts tweaking out because there's something around him, but he's unable to see what it is. Stevie Wonder watching this somewhere like, that ain't so bad. Well, it is when you're being hunted. Before bro could even point and shoot his gun, he's already dead. Not only do they gotta worry about aliens, but predators are here too. I wonder if the predator offered bro a fist bump as well. Even inside they heard it. The doors open, they up their weapons, and their homie gets thrown at them. Nigga death pose look like the health inspector. The same fate is in store for everyone else in this room too. Another human getting stabbed straight through the chest and tossed to the side, which leads this moron to just start spraying completely randomly. No idea where and who he's actually fighting.
Look at this dumbass nigga.
And he gets sent flying into the wall, dropping the gun. I'm completely lost at this point, staring at the screen like,
what happened?
Turns out he got hit with a camouflage spear straight through the gut, thumbtacking him to the wall. The reality is, he never stood a chance. The other guy enters the room finding a horror scene and a predator ready to do him next. So he does the most sensible thing in this moment and decides to run. Running out and shutting the door behind him. Getting grazed by a spear and hitting the stairs, but the predator is not alone. Drake, R. Kelly, and EDP done formed a super team.
Yeah, I got height advantage on this nigga. He's scared. Goofball falling down and shit.
Getting clowned by predators like this is crazy.
He got a pea shooter pistol.
But that doesn't stop our human here from still picking it up and pointing that pea shooter he got.
Yeah, he still don't see me. He's so dumb. Oh shit!
He manages to hit the predator, forcing him to reveal himself. But I don't know if that was really an advantage for bro over here, cause the predator jumps on him like Michael Jackson on a 10-year-old boy, blocking and pushing him to the ground. And while I'm waiting for Gideon to bust in the room and tell the predator,
man, I don't think you're a bad dude.
The predator moves stuff out the way, eating a hit and smacking his ass down a giant hole in the ground. Sent his ass down a damn Mario pipe as he just continues to fall into the abyss. He managed to escape the predator with certain death, while we still see there's 3 7-foot dreadheads. Niggas assembled Nas Reed, Jay Crowder, and Montrezl Harrell, their actual names being Celtic, Chopper, and the most badass predator of all time argue with a wall, Scar. Meanwhile, elsewhere, the other group has split into 2. One squad with Ellen and this mathematician.
Oh my god, what is that?
Random organisms are popping out the ground. It is time to go, gang. Surrounded by niggas still waiting for the new Frank Ocean album, and the things start to open up. Now is the time where you start spraying and ask questions later. Cause look now. Alien spider babies hatching from an alien egg that was the result of alien backshots would have taken me out. Then on top of it, they climb out, jump over like Jordan's free throw dunk, and land in the humans' faces. It's over for them. The third group heard straight screams of horror and wasted no time, turned their briefcases into ARs ready to blast something. And they're gonna need it for sure, because there's 2 nonchalant 6-foot dreadheads that I know are fiending to stand outside during spring break as 45-year-olds with meta glasses, and they're splitting up, dividing so that they can conquer the humans in this temple run ass scenery. Our humans got flashlights and guns, but none of that matters when the predators are moving like fucking Batman. Predators doing what they do best, stalking. Drake was pre-ordering Millie Bobby Brown since she was like 10.
Yeah, they don't see me. This stupid, disgusting looking species with their silly weapons.
Y'all thought I was joking when I said he up there like Batman. One of the guys in the back gets snatched up in complete silence. I was hitting the same shit in Arkham Asylum for years. That and giving the Joker brain damage and wondering why he's like this. The gun falling alerts the group and causes all of them to start to panic now. They start looking around everywhere to find out what the hell just happened. Bro right here with the flashlight pans over.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Nigga hiding like Batman too, that goofy camping spot. He eventually realizes, but it's too late. Hold this spear, gang. Nigga got Patrick Star reaction time.
Look at what happened to my house. It's gone.
Hey, SpongeBob, your house is gone.
They immediately start spraying at him as he starts walking away. They couldn't even get a jog out of bro. Emptied all their clips over there for not a single hit on him. And while they're sitting there trying to calculate how many more clips can they empty on nothing, the map starts to close on them, and the predator jumps across, air moonwalking, distracting them as they just keep chucking up straight bricks. The predator's on them, the map is closing in, these niggas can't aim, and the xenomorph is lurking in the dark somewhere. Yeah, they're cooked, bro, especially because the map is separating them all from each other, locking them in. Two guys get stranded together, and before the Diddy thoughts could start to creep into their minds, one of them finds a gun with slime on it, and for whatever reason, touches it. That shit could have melted his hand off. He picks up the AR, having two now like he fucking Rambo. Unfortunately, two guns can't save him from this trapdoor falling down 50 feet into a hole. He down there screaming of straight pain and agony. This motherfucker done broke both his knees on the fall. He gonna need some of Embiid and Kawhi's secret stuff. And Jesus. Because before his homie gets a chance to help, he gets locked down there by himself. He down there calling out to his homie. Turns and looks in front of him and sees something super long, girthy, and slimy in front. And no, I'm not talking about what I'm packing. The xenomorph is awake and this motherfucker is drooling, quivering at the thought of getting some eats on this dude right now. He got the akimbo ARs though, and he wastes no time upping both of them bitches on the alien. But he's gonna need a third or maybe even fourth gun at this rate, because he looks up and sees there's a second alien to his left and another third one on his right. Buddy up top hearing straight screams of horror like a prison shower, and he looks out to see a fourth one looking right back at him. Before he could even move, the xenomorph has already grabbed him. We then go back over to the other group that got separated, and they're standing around unaware that two niggas Chris Hansen has caught are planning an attack on them. I don't know how the humans haven't been eaten yet, but while we're on the topic of eating, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. You ever eat something amazing while outside and wish to yourself you could make and eat it right at home? Yeah, me too. The only issue with that is that we are all busy people. I know for me, I have to edit videos, and the idea of me having to find a recipe, go to the supermarket and buy the ingredients, to then make the meal, not once but twice because I definitely burned it the first try knowing my skills, just seems very complicated and a lot of work. Then HelloFresh came into my life, and now I can have chef-crafted meals that I would have never normally been able to make, like Japanese ramen bowls or chicken penne in minutes. Let me tell you a fun fact. Did you know 86% of Americans eat the same meals on repeat? I've been having peanut butter and jelly for years. HelloFresh breaks the cycle with 100+ new recipes weekly from global cuisines like Japanese, Indian, Thai, Brazilian, and more. I've switched between brands, and there's a reason why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. They're the best. HelloFresh changed my life personally. I tried the pork ramen in shoyu broth, and I couldn't believe my taste buds how good it was. To be able to have something so good, so authentic, and something like ramen to which I would have never been able to make on my own in such a quick time is literally a life changer and saver. I use HelloFresh now, and you should definitely too. Get 10 free meals and your first box shipped free with code BlankBoyFM. Click the link below or use code BlankBoyFM at HelloFresh.com. Free meals applied as discount on your first box. New or returning subscribers only. Varies by plan. So that's code BlankBoyFM at HelloFresh.com. The one black man is on watch duty looking out for anything coming. Doesn't see the predator and gets hit with a net on some SpongeBob SquarePants shit, missing every single shot as the net closes in. The rest of the crew hears the commotion and turn back around, only to see him done like a fish. Net cutting their gloves, it's so hard they try to knife and the knife broke instead. They already know it's over for bro. His homie looked at the knife and then looked at him like a fucking RDC skit, only for the predator to now make its move. Unc turns around seeing Drake coming and he straight smacks her out the way, backhanding Unc to the ground like a pimp named Slickback. He walks up to the last dude standing there, eating that weak ass punch and lifting him like Simba from Lion King, got his legs dangling, like he just heard someone call him handsome, while his homie is getting squeezed like the sandwich about to run away. The net tightens more and he keeps getting squeezed on. The predator's out here juicing this nigga like some fruit, and just to put the cherry on top of the cake, whips out a spare while bro's being squeezed and executes homie with extreme force, killing him. One's dead, one's getting strangled, and one is LeBron James' age. So Shorty has to step up going for a weapon and instantly gets punted into the pillar. He hit that bitch with better form than I've seen in the World Cup so far. Germany coulda used bro. She's sitting up holding her gut and whips out a blade on her ass. But there's something behind him. Someone cue the MCU ass line.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Before she can get skewered, bro gets speared through the chest and carried and lifted into the air. R. Kelly and Drake just lost Kobe, bruh.
Now, how's the chorus go? You go,
I'm the greatest statutory rapist.
Chopper is brought face to face with the xenomorph where he's drooling, staring him down. It's over for bro. Now all he could do is stare in the face of a Jay-Z level hideous death. The xenomorph tells him to say goodbye, blasting his head, and R. Kelly hears this. He has to do something. They've gotten past Chris Hansen and Gideon. Nothing can stop them.
Yo, what's going on? Michael Jackson, you good? Oh shit! On hee-hee! I'm not letting this slide.
The humans are no longer a priority to either of them right now. Celtic is ready as his homie gets done like trash, charging in towards the xenomorph with haste. Never seen someone so desperate to get that ass beat badly. Buddy is running in and essentially instantly gets tackled to the ground, laid out on his back. The alien is now on top of him within 5 seconds of the fight commencing, with the predator trying to get him off but failing to do so, going for his head, scratching his helmet. Now the alien got the predator looking like he got banished from Pride Rock. Unc watching this fight like,
Brother,
just two nasty looking motherfuckers going at it. The predator managed to dodge its tail and reverse now on top of the alien, gaining the upper hand now. But he's not doing anything with it at all.
Trash.
Only thing he could think to do is just smudge bro's face.
Bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Which turns out to bite him in the ass because the xenomorph remains on top mount. And this time going for the kill like it did to Jay-Z earlier, chomping at the predator's head, and the humans take this chance to skedaddle. And the predator finally decides to lock the fuck in at this point, kicking the xenomorph 50 feet away through the wall, laying his ass out on the ground. The force on that was so crazy, that boy has never skipped leg day before. He gets back to his feet and so does the xenomorph as they begin to face off against each other. Now it's time to really throw some hands for real, no more gay ass wrestling. Celtic goes in first, managing to dodge his tail, then blocks another attack and ducks another one. Our predator is too fast for that xenomorph. He got him looking like he's slower than Floyd Mayweather. The xenomorph tries again, block, weave again, but grabs his leg and trips him, laying him out on his back, wasting no time this time, going for a jump in the air, but just misses him. That would have been fight over right there. Alien is the winner by decapitation. The xenomorph tail is stuck, so he cuts the shit in half, finding out that bro's blood is acidic as hell. More dangerous than Spider-Man's radioactive cum. With the xenomorph in immense pain, R. Kelly sees his opportunity, channeling his inner Marshawn Lynch, going beast mode, straight up NFL tackling the alien into the wall and laying him out cold. And before the xenomorph could even get a chance to retaliate with something, the predator picks him up by the leg, slamming that cranium on the pillars, and throws his ass away like a side character. Mind you, it's his movie too. The predators are continuing to move like Batman. I remember he hit this move on Soups, violated Clark for being a good hero. He then charges into the xenomorph, who retaliates with acidic blood hitting his armor. Niggas be ready to die about their swag. This is a crazy thing to do. He was forced to take off the armor and the alien is gone. The alien really trying to hide from an apex predator. That's like trying to outshit a Transformers movie.
I know you around here somewhere, nigga. That big ass head can't fit most places. I was born for this sort of game, stupid.
The xenomorph is hitting him with his own Batman type strategies right now. While he's down there looking around wondering, the xenomorph is up top like the Cape Crusader himself, stalking bro, until he finally sniffs out his opportunity to pounce, crawling towards and then jumping at the predator, only to get hit with a net and go crashing through the ground. That's the same net that turned bro from earlier into small cubes. So when Celtic jumps down, the xenomorph is getting cooked in that net, walking towards it as the xenomorph is getting juiced for all that delicious yellow slimy acidic blood. So while that's happening, Celtic whips out a knife, but the alien escapes from the net and tackles him to the ground. There's no way the xenomorph just got out of that. That net was strong enough to break knives. Drake looks death in the eyes the same way R. Kelly had to and gets popped straight through the head. The fight is now over. Only thing left for the xenomorph to do is sit there and yell out to let niggas know it's not safe out here. This means only EDP, aka Scar, is left to fight for his brothers now, and he's chasing down the humans. Unk is no longer able to keep on going. He, for whatever reason in hell, decides it's time to be a hero. So while being walked at, he goes for a hit, getting blocked and hoisted up in the air by his throat, basically instantly. This is worse superheroing than Scarlet Witch. Bitch had a whole town hostage and was genuinely confused why niggas was mad at her.
Let me see what's inside. Like I expected, 100% bitch in there. You're free to go, Gramps. Waste of time.
But I guess Unk didn't like the fact that he wasn't getting taken serious. So he whips out a flare, turning that bit into a flamethrower, blasting the Predator all up and down his back. And to be fair, that didn't seem like an awful plan for real. Only for it to turn around like,
"How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?"
Whipping out and extending a blade on his ass, and all we could hear is a scream. This is what he wanted, right? To be a hero, right? Well, if that's what you wanted, that's what you got. The Tony Stark / Logan ending. The blade gets pulled out and he goes rolling down the stairs as the Predator walks away, leaving bro there to bleed out by himself. With Celtic and Chopper both dead, Scar continues on, but he moving different, cutting these ugly hand baby aliens in half like it's absolutely nothing.
Hold up.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
The xenomorph thinks he's super low-key. He thinks that no one sees him, so he starts to make his move only for Scar to slice that nigga's face off his head and half of it fall clean off the bone, like it's absolutely nothing. He's so nonchalant. Scar continues on, eventually running into Sana. This how niggas be when you up the pole. While she's trying hard to convince him that she's an ally of his, a xenomorph pops up next to him, knocking Scar into the wall, dropping his spear on the ground. The xenomorph is on top of Scar the same way they did to Celtic, but Scar throws him off into the wall and he looks over to Sana. Bro decided it's time to pick on someone that's not his size, trying to boost that KD ratio. Jumping over to Sana as she takes Scar's spear and stabs the alien through the chest, dodging all of his attacks until eventually the xenomorph can fight no longer at all and stops moving, dying right in front of her. She did it. She killed a damn xenomorph. Psych! You thought it was over? Chomping at her with his extended boner. But that was just a last-ditch attempt with the little strength he had left. Because after that last bite attempt, all it does is fall over dead as hell with that Frieza third form ass head he got. But before they could even get a chance to catch their breath, Scar turns around to mad xenomorphs, locking onto the bigger one that Celtic hurt with his neck. He's got to get back for his brother. You must die. Only for it to move out the way and let its homie get blasted instead, and Scar just starts spraying all of them. With the xenomorph that Celtic fought just camping, watching all of this happen on the sidelines until the queen xenomorph calls out to him and he hears her doing so. She's the size of a planet, so they gotta do as she says. He says, "Hey y'all, it's time to go," dipping out and leaving Scar and Sana alone. The queen xenomorph is ready to join the fight and has had enough of the spectating, so they all pull up like good little subjects as she tells them to let her out. But all fell somewhere. Scar is trying to make his move on Sana.
So what's up? I'm 90s fine, girl. You feeling me, shorty?
But unfortunately for him, or maybe fortunately for his self-esteem and confidence, the queen xenomorph is popping through the ground, breaking all this shit up, and Scar can't believe it. He's only heard stories about xenomorphs getting this rod wave level big. She starts walking them down menacingly, so Scar whips out and cocks back his blade, shooting her in the neck. He then said, "Hold on right there, ma'am. I got one more in me." Throwing out his shuriken, throwing it, slicing her neck, then catching it and throwing it back, no pause, slicing once more. But as he's got his eye on the ball, preparing to catch the shuriken, she clobbers his ass with her tail, sending him airborne 100 feet away, laying his ass out. Then before he could get a chance to get up and dust his dreads off, she runs his ass down, slapping him in the back, sending him back to the floor, looking defeated. And it's only been 45 seconds, with the xenomorph already ready to end it, putting her tail to the back of his head to kill him. But wait, Scar, help is on the way! Sana runs up to the xenomorph, stabbing it right in its neck, got it leaking. But for whatever reason, she doesn't let go of the damn staff, leading her to get chucked away to the ground as the xenomorph stumbles and falls into the burning house. But that only bought Sana a couple seconds to dip, because the queen recovers relatively quick, pulling the staff out of her esophagus, and now she's really pissed. That anger done turned Sana into a track star. She's already bolted, with the queen xenomorph hot on her tail, chomping at her, crashing her head into the wood trying to get a nibble. Luckily for her, she gets to the edge of the map, and waiting there is a water tower that she can hide under, the xenomorph crashing into it so that she can reach her. And once she's got Sana right in her line of sights, to be eaten, Captain Save-A-Ho Scar comes through, stabbing the queen right through the damn brain. And while she's there, obviously writhing in horrible pain, Sana peeps that one of her chains from imprisonment are still attached to her from before Harriet Tubman saved her, so Sana gets a great idea, grabbing the chain and pulling it towards the water tower with the help of Scar, who has no choice but to follow along cause he's brotherless and out of ideas. They manage to bring it close enough while at the same time the queen knocks the spear out of her head. Sana's tying the chain around the water tower just in time, but unfortunately, my goat Scar wasn't able to get out of the way, getting speared through the back and hoisted up in the air.
No! No! No!
She's telling that nigga about how everything in the light touches is his. While Sana is trying to free the water tower, Scar and the queen are going back and forth calling each other ugly. Both these motherfuckers committing straight friendly fire on one another, until Sana is able to free the water tower, forcing the queen to drop Scar and start getting pulled down to an abyss. She tries clawing and fighting as hard as possible to not go, but ultimately the water tower is just too heavy, pulling her down into the water. Not only is the water tower too heavy to fight against at all, but this body of water appears to be bottomless, sending her into complete and utter unlimited darkness. Let's pour one out for Chopper, my guy Celtic who fought hard, and of course, pour one out for Scar, as she mourns his entire race comes to collect his remains. Yo, what's up, y'all? Hope you enjoyed the video. The shout out to all the channel members. We got a Batman versus Batman video that should be coming out soon, or maybe it came out before this. I'm not sure. But shout out the members. Subscribe to the gaming channel. We've been very consistent on there, so check that out. Link top of the description, or you'll see the link somewhere here. And thank you. Peace.